Hey, welcome to the video. This is me trying something different, which is a day-by-day update on how I painted the shattered bows. So what you're seeing going round and round now is day one. Day one and day two I held the camera the wrong way because I'm an idiot. But basically what you're seeing is base coating on the trousers, the red cloth and the under tunics, and me having completed the flesh, which I did using a GW base of rat skin flesh washed with a P3 flesh wash, and then used flesh tones from the Scale 75 flesh colours to highlight all the way up to their very bright pale flesh for the final highlights. This is the next day when I'd added some depth to the under tunics using some shadowing, using some agrax and some dark browns from Scale 75. I'd added some highlights to the red by basically using the three kind of red tones from the Scale 75 red range, trying to keep the real kind of vibrancy in red colour without letting it get to an orange. I'd also painted the trousers using some highlights up through the kind of blue greys in the non-metallic metal range from Scale 75 to try and get some kind of good blue grey highlights on there. This is the next day when I'd spent the day working on basically the leather tones, so used P3 paints for the brown kind of armour on the leather, trying to keep that kind of rich tone. The strapping is using grey from the Scale 75 grey range. The rainy grey particularly was the one I kind of used as a kind of base, up to some kind of bright grey highlights on the edge. The boots are a kind of tan leather is what I'm going for. Again, that was using browns from the Scale 75 range to try and get a kind of tan brown in there too. Next day was about kind of highlighting those under tunics. Did that using things like Zandri Dust and stuff to get some edge highlights going on there. But also I'd done the bows, so the main body of the bow in a grey, all the way up to a kind of bright grey edge highlight. The granite from Scale 75 was kind of edge highlighting on that. The bow arm, whatever that's called, I've kind of gone for a bone effect, using the browns from the Scale 75 brown range all the way up to a kind of birch finish. Quite a lot of wet blending and two brush blending going on in that to get a good transition and just kind of try and make it look kind of pale, but also shadowing the red using kind of a red-green mix. The day 5 was a long day. It was all day and all night pretty much to get them almost finished. So hair's done, kind of final edge highlights, loads of tidying up work done, metal work all done, using kind of some edge highlighting and stuff on the metal. And then this is them after a bit more work, working on some real deep shadowing and some real highlights with their boss. Looking, I think, pretty cool. I think there's some good consistency in colour. The leathers are very similar across all the models. The tunics are very similar, and the kind of brown is kind of consistent across all of them. So I think they're tied together quite nicely. So if this is useful, I hope it has been, or I hope it's been interesting at least. I might do this again as I do some more God tier stuff. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.